Thursday evenings at 6:30. You'll find me right here at facebook.com, Bob the Psychic, and also on my YouTube channel page, drawing a few cards for a messages of the day or a message of the week, depending on how many times you watch. Plus, we'll be answering some questions from the audience as we always do. So if you do have a question, you'll have the opportunity to see if I pick that to be answered. And you'll do that by typing it in the comments. Please only type your question once. If you type it more than once, I'm going to have to start skipping you. So please don't do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to thank all of you who are here. My usual crowd of characters. There you all are. I recognize your names. Let's get going. All right, hold on a second. Oh, there's a name I don't remember, don't recognize right off the top of my head. All right, so the first card for this week is Triumph. Yay. So this makes perfect sense because we're out of the Mercury retrograde. We're in a new phase right now. Those of you who get my newsletter, I talked all about it, about the cycle, the new one we're in with, what is it, the moon in Gemini. I can't remember what it was, but at any rate, it's Triumph because the energy in the universe is shifting and changing. One of the other things that's going on right now is that we entered the age of Aquarius on December 22nd, I think was the date. Anyways, it was right after the 3 stars in the skies, right after they first appeared. And when that happened, we now can manifest at the speed of thought. So this is really important. I want y'all to listen to this. Manifesting at the speed of thought means whatever our thoughts are, that's really what's driving our experience, the things that we attract to ourselves. In the past, before December 22nd and the entering of the age of Aquarius, there was always a lag between what we thought and what we started to manifest and the time it appeared. So the reason I am bringing this up is I had a client reach out to me yesterday who did a reading with me a few months ago. And I said that they were going to have a new job in January. And then they came on the Facebook Live a couple months later. It still wasn't January. And I said the same thing. Now, I never remember what it is I say to people. And those of you who have had a reading with me, not this way, but through my website, you'll know that because I talk to so many people, there's just no way I could remember. But the reason I bring this up is now it's March, and it still hasn't happened for her yet. And I reached out to her and I asked her about what her thought process was. And she mentioned that she's been on unemployment and she keeps thinking about it and how depressing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so I want you to change the way you think, because in this time that we're in right now, we are manifesting at the speed of thought. So I suggested to her that to start saying to herself, I'm getting a new job tomorrow. It's going to be the best job ever. And if it's not the one I'm thinking of, it's one that's even better. But my new job is here and I'm going to get it. Actually, I said, say it today. So it's not tomorrow, but it's right now. And so we're going to see how that works, if that does shift her energy and make that happen. But I wanted to bring it up here too. So for those of you who are walking around feeling sad and dejected and whatever that's all about, now is the time to really think about changing that mindset. I'm happy to help you with that, give you some insight into as to where it's coming from, where that wound is, why you're carrying it around. So with that said, those of you who have had a reading with me will know that I always say to people, oh, what happened in 2008 or whatever it is. I always know the year that it happened, but I can never tell what the event is. And I think that Spirit does that, so that way I don't have to know. You know what I mean? If it's a real personal thing, I don't have to know what it is, but I can tell you when it happened, and then the client can look at it and decide, A, whether they want to tell me what it is, because if they do, great, and if they don't, that's okay too. But at least they'll be able to acknowledge what that was. For example, here's another thing that I do all the time, especially for those of you who have had a relationship reading with me. I will say, oh, the guy you dated, not the last one or the one before that, but the one before that, 3 guys ago, you're still carrying a torch for him, aren't you? And you would be surprised that 100% of the time I'm right. And it's not that they're carrying a torch for them, but they're still like connected in some way. And because of that, they're not getting the relationship or the connection they're looking for now. So part of this Triumph card, and the reason I brought all this up, is if you're looking for triumph in your life and you're feeling stuck, and what I just said resonates with you, I can't urge you enough to go to my website and book a consultation with me. Let me go, use my gift and tell you messages from your guides that are going to get you to triumph. All right, one more. I know normally I don't chit-chat that much at the top, but I thought that was important. Now look at this one. The next one is obstacles and challenges. Duh. So with any triumph that we're having, there's always obstacles and challenges. There's always something that's going to make it like a speed bump. Because think about it, if there wasn't a speed bump or there weren't obstacles and challenges, how would we know what the triumph is? So if we always lived happy lives, whatever, we would never know what sadness is, and we wouldn't even know that we're happy because we have nothing to compare it to. So these cards are saying there's triumphs around, there are some speed bumps, but you know what? Great hope is coming. So this is about the light of the universe coming and helping you and protecting you and cleansing your chakras and getting you going. Again, I can help you with that. This is one of the reasons I do these community events without any charge, is to show people what my gift is, show them the value of having a reading with me, and then come do it. It's awesome. Well, of course, I would say that because I'm doing it, but no, go read my reviews. That's why you guys are all here, right? You've read them all. And in fact, coming up soon, we're going to have a membership thing for my website, so you can pay a small fee every month and get significant discounts on my events and readings. Plus, there is a ton of new content I'm creating every day back in that website, all sorts of videos, audios, talking about, cards, whatever it is. So there's plenty of time for you to spend hours on hours back there listening to things that my guides have said. All right, let's go ahead and start taking some questions. I recognize some people here. Please only type your question once. I cannot stress that enough, so I don't have to figure out if I've already answered it. All right, the first person who's always first, Chandra. All right, hold on a second. Let me see. What is your card? Okay, you're ready to move on from some of the things going on around you. You've known this for a while. Next month is the month. I want to say go for it, because here's the hope card. So there's great hope all around you. I feel like you just have to have a positive attitude about this and take the leap of faith and go for it. I know it's scary. I can't tell you exactly what it is because I don't know, but I'm getting that it's scary, but go for it. I feel like you have nothing to lose. And you have a fallback or a safety net of some sort. So even whatever it is, this thing that's coming up for you, you're going to be fine. I mean, it's going to work out. And if you have to go back, that's okay. You'd only go back for a couple of months. I'm going to guess this is about a job. Okay, but go to my website. There's, by the way, I forgot to say one thing when I was talking about the stuff for me. There are a ton of things that I offer back there in the website. So it's not just using Zoom or the phone. I do things, I do email ones, I do group ones that are like this, but the groups are very small, and there's communication back and forth. So look back there. I try to offer all sorts of choices because I really just want to help people. All right, enough about me. Let's get to the good part. Next person, Nathan King. You are always here too, which, yeah, I know it's this deck. I don't even know why I heated it up. All right, hold on. It is this one. Okay, you are to continue taking authority in your life, that you've made significant changes over the last 3 years, and keep going down that line. You may not realize exactly what you did or how you did it, but the point is that you are more in charge now, that you're not letting others run roughshod over you or push you around. So continue being that person that's in strength. Hold on, let me turn on my fan. Because suddenly it got hot in here. Let's see. There we go. Anyway, so continue being in that place of strength, and you're good. I feel like this is a reminder that you're going to need to think about over the next 6 months, or keep it in mind over the next 6 months. Chelsea. All right, so I want to again thank all of you for being here. I think I might be able to get to almost all of you. We'll see how it goes. Chelsea, for you, there's great victory and success. You started a new project. Okay, it's either you started it in February and it's ending in April, or no, that's got to be right. Or maybe you're starting it in March. So I'm not sure if you started it, but I totally get that it's ending in April and it's going to be surprisingly good or surprisingly recognized. I feel like you're doing a ton of hard work on it and you're not even sure if anybody knows, but I got that they do know and that it's going to pay off greatly for you. All right, we'll see if that one makes sense. All right. Jamie Smith. By the way, I want to remind all of you, by the way, when you're on my website, sign up for my newsletter, because then you'll get a divine healing message. That's the monthly blog post that I put on the website. Plus, you'll know about all the events I'm doing. It's like me sending out my event calendar to you. And you'll also get heads up on other specials coming your way. Because this month, there's like 4 special events I'm doing. There's a psychic fair. There's 3 or 4 internet radio shows. There's just a ton of places where I am this month. So go check that out. For the information on the psychic fair, it's on my website. Go to the event calendar and you'll see it there. You should be able to click the link and then sign up for it. It's the Phoenix Psychic Fair. I am doing that this month. I've had a couple emails from people asking, oh, are you doing it? Yes, I am. All right, Jamie Smith, your card is power. You need to step it up. You need to step into your power, and you know you need to do this. And I feel like you're worried that you're going to run roughshod over people or you're going to freak them out because you're in your power. I want to say don't worry about that. That when you stand up straight, take 3 or 4 like deep grounding breaths and really ground into Mother Earth, you'll be fine. So when you're doing that, stand tall, feet firmly ground into Mother Earth, your head close to Father Sky, and I feel like you'll be in the right place. This is something that is coming up at the end of next month, but it's definitely important for you to do it because when you do it, there's a well-deserved reward coming with it. I feel like if you don't do it, if you don't stay in your power there, you're just going to be disappointed. I think the reward would still be there, but it's not the same, and it doesn't feel like it has the same vibration that you want. Frank. Frank, your card is sacrifice. This is about stop sacrificing. It's like you're done giving, and not receiving. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like this is about a relationship with a woman, that you're giving, trying to be in the relationship or create something into it that it's just not going to be. I feel like you're having a hard time wrapping your head around that for whatever reason. And it could be because is she really soulmate twin flame? Is she? Oh, well, my guys are saying she actually could be like a soulmate twin flame person for you, but for some reason in this lifetime, she doesn't want that. And that's why she's pushing back, and that's why you're pushing so hard, because in your contract, your life contract, it says to be with her. So I want to say to you, this is a very tough thing that you're facing, but you know that you need to do it, because the sooner you stop sacrificing and giving, the sooner you'll be more in your body and much more comfortable with yourself. Miranda, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, you got power too. Hold on. For you, this card is saying you're exercising your power perfectly. And in some ways, it might be uncomfortable, but I feel like you stepped up into that in February, and that would be something that you just need to continue doing that. Jaden, please don't put a red, angry face on this post, especially since I answer your questions and I know my answer is right, and so do you. Please don't do that, okay? I mean, if you are pissed off, great, and then I end up blocking people. So just don't, because I didn't block you last time. I don't want to have to, all right? All right, your question is, can I get a message for my friend? How can I help him? No, you actually can't help him. You're supposed to stay out of his way because he needs to go through this on his own. It's some kind of karmic thing. It's something from like earlier in this life, like when he was 7 or 8. It's something that he called upon himself without realizing it. You need to stay away from that. It's not your battle to fight, and you just can't help him, because whatever you say and or do, it's not going to work, is what I got. So let him go battle that on his own, because you have bigger fish to fry, which is about staying in your lane and dealing with some of the things around you that are uncomfortable or seem out of control. You need to you're supposed to rein that in. So it must be something you're saying or doing. Is she creating? Okay, so something around you is creating great discomfort. Is it you or something? I got that it's you. So whatever that means to you, I want to say step back from there and just like stop it, because I feel like you're consciously doing it. Does that make any sense? And I haven't talked to your mom in months, so I really have no idea. All right, hopefully that will help you. Next one. All right, Cindy. Which one is it? I think you're going to get the blue deck, because I think, yeah, this one. All right, let's see. Cindy, your card is the 4 of Swords. This is about meditating and having a firm foundation for your thoughts, actions, and desires. So I want you to know that you are in the right place as you make some big decisions next month. These decisions actually might change your destiny or the direction of your life. I feel like it's a lot about personal relationships. I don't feel like it's about career. But if you're at that place where you're ready to make a huge change with somebody in your life, this is the time for you to do it, especially over the next 4 weeks is what I'm hearing on that. So hang on, let me have a little water. Okay, perfect. Let's keep going. Next person, Amy Carter. Which one are you, Amy? That one. Okay. Again, I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday mornings. Well, Tuesday morning at 10:30. Thursday evenings at 6:30. So if I don't catch you this time, come back Thursday night at 6:30. I'm happy to do that. Or go to my website. I've been honking on that the whole morning. Okay, so Amy, your card is the 5 of Cups. This is about disappointment around you. But even though there's been some great disappointment in February, it doesn't mean that you should pull back and roll up in a ball and start crying and hiding. It's just that you were going down a road that was going to end anyways, and it just ended more abruptly than you thought it would. But I feel like in the long run that this is a good thing, that you're going to be able to recover from this and be able to do something different but better, if that makes any sense. I feel like this might be about work or career. So if that makes, I don't feel like you're losing. Did you lose? No, you didn't lose your job or anything like that. Maybe it's a project at work or a promotion that didn't happen, but whatever it is, I feel like you're still going to come out on top. It just didn't work out the way you thought. And the change I'm hearing is going to be like April, May. So be positive about that. Will be good. All right, next person, Susan. Thank you for being here, by the way. I want to thank all of you for being here. Let's see. Susan, your card says emotional loss, but really this is about healing for you, that you're healing a lot of the wounds around you, especially ones from maybe 2017. And even though right now you may be re-experiencing that pain or that angst or that uncomfortableness, it's really the right thing for you at this time. And by working through these issues, you're going to be able to have great clarity come May, June, when I feel like new people or a new person is coming into your life, and that's important. So even though right now you might be in solitude, you might be alone, you have that big book on your lap. That's like the story of your life, all the things that you need to know, all the things that make sense to you. So you're kind of reviewing all that and seeing where you're going next. So hopefully that will help you. Next one, Crystal, thank you for being here this morning. Anything about your house? Okay, I heard it's not ready. Does that make sense? April 21st, does that make sense? I got it's not ready and then April 21st. So if you're doing a new build, that might be the day it actually closes or you can move into it. So hopefully that helps. Don't try to rush whatever's going on there because they'll make a mistake and it'll really mess things up. And I feel like whatever I'm talking about, they're showing me a foundation of a house with plumbing, like pipes coming out of it. So I feel like if this is about plumbing, let them keep doing what they're doing, that they're doing the right thing. It's just taking longer than expected. Okay, next person, Chi-Chi. For you people on YouTube, coming up, I see you're down there. Just remember, you only have to put your question in there once. Mama T24, you're almost next. All right, let's see here. You're like 3 away. All right, Chi-Chi Garcia, your small business. My guides are saying it's finally on the right track. Why are you worried about it? Does that mean, oh man, I wish you could tell. Yeah, it's finally on the right track. Why are you worried about it? It's really this card. Because you've made a lot of shifts in it, the 10 of Wands. This is about carrying your passion and excitement to a new place. That's like your shift in business that you just did. If there's still some things you're thinking about implementing, like how many? 3 things, that's okay. But I want to say don't do it till summer, May. But right now you're doing great is what I'm hearing on that. I'm happy to help you more on that. Go to my website, do something so you can at least tell me if that makes sense. And if for the 3 things that I'm hearing about, if you aren't sure what they are, or you have more than 3 in your head, I can help you with that and tell you which ones they are, because you might actually have 5 things in your head, but 2 of them I got a no on. But I don't know what they are. I just know the numbers. You'll just have to tell me. Crystal, oh my gosh, welcome. Here we go. You know what? I don't know. Will this deck talk to you? No. I was trying to get you an angel card. That's okay. Here we go, Crystal. This one's for you. You're going to make the big move, and it's going to be much more comfortable than you think. You've been bored or stuck waiting for things to happen, but the universe is going to finally light it up and let it rip. What I said at the beginning about manifesting at the speed of thought, think about that or go look into that, because I know that totally makes sense to you. All right, so of course it is. It's destiny. Duh. Of course this is destiny because that's what's changing all around you. Because, all right, for everyone else, I do know her. I've talked to her before. She is on a trip. I knew that one. But the destiny thing, actually, that's kind of funny, right? Because you are changing your destiny. And I keep getting it's going to be smoother than you think. You still, you're supposed to wait it out a little longer, right? May? I think it's May. Is it March or May? It might be March because they're saying in my head. Just like that. So, yes. And when you do it, there is financial and material changes. Of course, abundance, money changing, things like that. Oh, let's hold on. Whenever. All right, on your benefits thing that hasn't come yet, I hear you need to look into that it got lost somewhere. Lost in the minutia. Look into that. That's what I got. All right, Melanie. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you spending part of your Tuesday morning with me. I want to thank all of you for being here this morning. Melanie, your card's solitude. Oh, wow, it's supposed to be upside down. All right, what that means is you need to be in solitude. You need to spend some time alone and allow yourself to recharge. It's like a 5-day period where you just like stop answering the phones and stop all the drama going on around you so you can figure out what it is that you want to do next and not feel like you're a pinball ball inside a pinball machine going, Does that make sense to you? This has been going on for at least the last 6 months, and I feel like you're to the point now where like, okay, enough's enough. So if that makes sense to you, I want to say that the week you're supposed to do it, I get it's the now, like the first week in March. That's what they showed me on a calendar. So it would be this week right now. So if that makes sense to you, like stop answering your phone, just stop the drama and just like recharge. Yeah. All right, Mama T24, you're coming up here. I know you're on YouTube. Okay, Alana. I think you're new. Welcome. If you've never been here before, I don't recognize your name. Okay, Alana, your card is recognition and reward. You need to start recognizing yourself for all of the great things that you've accomplished so far this year, and that there are more great things coming, I feel like, especially this month. And by not acknowledging it, it's like nurturing yourself, giving yourself a pep talk. I don't feel like you're supposed to go around shouting it from the top of a building because that's an ego thing, and that's not what it is. But it is about acknowledging and recognizing some of the things that you've accomplished. I feel like on some of them, you've been working on them for, is it 4 years? But I want to say, yeah, so it's a time to say, okay, that was cool. I just did that. And I don't know if you're supposed to buy yourself a gift. That'd be nice. But whatever it is, but you know what it is you need to do. And that's what needs to happen here. All right. Here we go. First person from YouTube. I want to welcome all those on YouTube. I'm going to try to answer some of you guys now. All right, let's see. Good morning. What kind of new job do I see? It's in a field you have not considered yet. And you haven't applied for it yet either. But I feel like you're going to figure out in April. It's kind of something that you see that you've always thought about doing, but you've just never like pushed forward on it. And I feel like you've there's a friend that you have already working for this company, perhaps doing something similar to what it is she's going to tell you about, and that's how you're going to get this job. And I feel like it's coming in April. So on a question like that, I will tell you my guides are never specific that way because and I've always asked them a bajillion times why, because they don't want to be the one to tell you. They want you to figure it out, because by you figuring out, it appears that it's your idea, not just because Bob the Psychic told you. All right, hopefully that one makes sense. Hang on, I'm going to skip down to some more people on YouTube. All right, the next person, Jessica, also on YouTube. Wait, did I already talk to you? Why do I feel like I did? All right, maybe not. Hold on, let me go find you again. All right, Jessica, here's your card. Okay, here we go. Jessica, your card is Ace of Swords. You're ready to shift a lot of the ideas and thoughts around you about what's important and how you want to live your life. That many of the things around you are either uncomfortable or they're not working anymore, or you're feeling trapped. And so now is the time to break free from that. It's kind of like I have a card in here that says deception and envy, and I never read it that way, but it's a picture of a character lifting a mask off their face. So the other thing I say about that one, besides lifting the mask so they can see clearly, they're also like an peel their skin off, have like a new exterior that doesn't have any of the old weight or old ideas from the past that are no longer working. That's what I feel like your answer is. And I feel like whatever this is might have started in February 2018. That's a long time ago. So maybe that's when you started whatever it is, excuse me, that you're going to stop doing now. The stopping part is slow and steady. It's not like you're going to do it today and be like, I'm done, and never doing it before. It feels to me like it might take you till April to actually stop all the things that aren't working. And you do a lot of like reconsidering too, a lot of the things around you also. All right, let me see if there's another YouTuber here. There's one more, and then I'll go back to answering them on Facebook. All right, so hi, will I be able to take my classes, my previous concert or fall? Wanting to sure aid is fine. Which is summer. I got that it's summertime. Yeah, I got that it's summer. You're not going to wait till the fall. I'm hearing it's summer. All right, Ocean, you'll have to tell me if that's true. Jasmine. 2 years. Okay, and of course your follow-up question will be, what does he look like? Where am I going to meet him? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I never know the answer on that one. They won't tell me. But I'm hearing it's 2 years down the road. You're not ready yet. There's still some other experiences, other people you're going to date, other people you're going to meet, so that when you meet your life partner, you'll know it's them. I feel like if it's a guy, he's going to know you're his life partner before you know he is what I get. So just be aware of that. So with that said, when you ask me, well, how will I know? You'll know, but it might take you 4 weeks, a month or something to realize it. So I just want you to be open to all of the people that are coming your way, and be careful when you choose them. Just because they ask doesn't mean you have to go. So if you get the heebie-jeebies or you look at them and they have, 6 eyeballs, you don't have to do that. Well, that was kind of mean. So, but you know what I mean, right? Okay. Ruby R, hold on a second. So right now, everybody, I am working on my YouTube list. So I will come back to the Facebook post for those of you who think I'm skipping you. I'm not planning on skipping people. But my guys say I am going to skip people. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. All right, so Ruby, your card is firm foundation. Continue working on the firm foundation that you started creating in your life last year. Okay, was it last year or the year before that? Year before. Okay, I want to say it was 2 years ago, March 2019. What happened in March of 2019? What was the big shift that you made? That started the process here and right now of creating the firm foundation that's around you and help pushing you forward. Continue also being open to the messages from the universe. In many cases, you see them, but you don't act on them, or you're still wondering, where did that come from? I feel like you got to go to a place of just believing. And there's no such thing as coincidences either. If you're seeing it, there's a reason for you to see that. I'm specifically talking about something that happened in February, because they're saying February 21 in my life. So in my head, or whatever that is. So it's either February of this year, or it happened on February 21st. So go back and look and see if that makes sense. If you need help with that, my website is bobthepsychic.com. Cannot urge you enough to say, go look at that. If one of the readings resonates with you, please feel free to sign up for one. It's a good deal or whatever. Let me see if there's any more YouTubers. Chi-Chi, you are very welcome. I see you're on YouTube and that. Anybody else? There's a couple more. Another YouTuber, and then we're going to stop YouTube. All right, Teresa. How are you, Teresa? I think I know you. All right, here we go. Again, for those of you on Facebook, I'll be back. Teresa, by the way, that's cheating. Look at that. You're on my Facebook list a few times. You only have to ask once, and you're also on YouTube. That's just cheating. Your card is the High Priestess. You need to continue listening to your intuition, and you need to balance your energy. There's too much male energy around you, so you need to open more up to your feminine aspect and be more gentle with yourself and do girly things, whatever that is. And I want to say, I don't know what that is, but I want to say you're supposed to do 3 girly things to help balance your energy, that you've been in such a male, like testosterone-y place that's not even a word. Such a testosterone place that it's blocking you from having some of the, I want to say, gentleness and kindness in your life. The High Priestess is also a reminder that it's easy to go across the veil, like to the other side, to get messages and to get feelings from others. So that's your mission for this month, is to be more, I want to say, open in that way, more feminine in some way. I hope that one makes sense. All right, Mama 24, you're welcome. Teresa, you're in a new relationship. Well, I just drew that card. Okay, so if it's about your new relationship, then listen to your intuition. Stop pushing so hard on the relationship piece. Ocean, I already did you. You're welcome. Teresa, you only have to put your thing in once. Jessica, you're welcome. Oh, that's why I recognize your name, Jessica. All right. We're going to go back to Facebook now. Let me go back up here and see, where was I? Oh, I remember who it was. Hold on a second. I will find it here in a second. I think I'm here. I want to say I'm right there. Is that right? Yeah, because I did Crystal. And then I did, oh, here we go. All right, here's the person. You are the next one. Alma, please give me good news for a new job. Wow, my guides are saying that you're supposed to stop waiting and that you need to be more aggressive in your search. So I feel like what you're supposed, really? My guides just said you should be making 50 phone calls a day. That's an awful lot. So I'm not sure exactly what that's about. But it is, I feel like you're supposed to be more aggressive about it. So maybe you need to treat it as a job, and every morning when you wake up, you're going to go scour the internet or wherever it is you're looking for jobs, Indeed.com. I used to use that one. I never found anything on Monster that was worthwhile. I don't know some of the other ones now. It's been a very long time since I've had to do that. But I did set a goal that every day I was going to send 10 resumes out or make up to 10 contacts. So it's either 10 resumes or phone calls following up on something or emails sent that equals the number 10. And until I did that, then I couldn't really start my day. The other thing I would suggest, which I did, is I would get up every morning, get dressed as if I was going to work. So I wasn't like sitting home in my PJs, you know, eating bonbons and watching Dr. Phil. I actually, you know, felt like I was at work doing something. It's kind of like when I do my psychic business now. So this is a den in my apartment, and in here I'm working. I don't come in here wearing my PJs or whatever. I actually kind of dress for it. Okay, hopefully that one helps. All right, next person. Julie, did I already do you? Why do I feel like I did? Well, we'll do it anyway. Oh, hold on. This deck wants to talk to you. Okay, Julie, here's some weird thing I just heard. I heard a voice say to me, your grandmother wants to know why you haven't married that guy. It's a grandmother on your dad's side. So are you dad's mom? No, I lied. It's a great grandmother. She's saying she's your dad's mom's mom and that she's never met you. Okay, normally I do not do channeling in an event like this because I have no idea if it's right, because it always feels right to me, but you would have to tell me. So if that made sense to you, I hope it did. But if not, please book, you know that. Okay, look at this. The other card for you is moving forward fearlessly. So keep going that way, be strong, that you spent enough time in solitude. That was the other card that keeps coming up with the woman sitting and she has the big book on her lap. You've spent enough time doing that. It's time to move forward. And I feel like, okay, and if you're feeling sorry for yourself about something, my guides are saying, yeah, you've done enough of that too. Like you're just carrying that out too long and there's really no reason. You did have a reason for sadness or recovery, but I want to say that ended, they said end of February. So like right now. Okay, hopefully that one makes sense. Next person, Nancy Marie. Vinay, you're going to be next because I heard the answer on that one already. Okay, here we go. So I'll be here about another 10 minutes. I'm going to try to do as many of you as I can. Like I said, if I don't get to you, please come on Thursday night at 6:30 or go to my website. I do email ones. I do 15-minute calls. There's a bunch of ways for you to reach out to me. So for Nancy Marie, your card, okay, it's not about conflict and defeat, which is what it says. It's about that you need to move down those stairs. So at the top of that staircase, there's a bunch of yuck, like fire, flame, yucky stuff, as I like to say in readings. You need to move away from it. You've been fighting it since November of 2019, like a year, and I want to say you're kind of done. And it's not that you're defeated, although I don't know that you actually beat it back or achieved or whatever it is. I don't know that you would say you accomplished it or got over it or won, whatever that is. But my guides are saying it doesn't matter anymore. That you raised the good fight, and that you just have to acknowledge that. And in some cases, it's time to choose what you battle about and what you don't. And at this point, they're saying like enough's enough. Like you're just keep throwing yourself against the wall. And as much as you want to shift or change it, I just feel like the answer is yeah, it's just not going to. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like the message you're supposed to come away from this is a message of relief in some way, like, okay, I'm not going to be able to pull that off. I'll figure out something else. Or it's like, I'm not going to be able to do it, but darn, I tried hard and it's just not meant to be. So it's one of those two things, and I hope that makes sense to you. All right, Vinay, he can't trust you. Because he can't trust you. Because every time he tries to trust you, you do something different, or you do something that he doesn't agree with. And I don't feel like that I get it that the relationship is not even repairable at this point. I have no idea how old you are, but I know you're young. I want to say you might be able to repair it at the age of 20. I don't know. Are you 20 yet? I don't know, but I want to say it's not. Okay, if you are 20, then it's 2 years ahead. It's 2 years before you can repair it. So I guess my guys are thinking you're 18, but if you're 20, that means it's really 22. But it's about doing trustworthy things and proving it. And by the way, one more thing I'm hearing on that, and it's not like you can say, like, do something and show that he can trust you. It's not like you're going to do it and then go, see, you could trust me right there, because that just doesn't, he'll still think you're up to no good, because you're like suddenly pointing it out. So I feel like you have to just do whatever it is to gain his trust without telling him, oh, look what I just did. Because as soon as he discovers it, it'll be easier for it to work out, or you might be able to bring it up or ask him why. But again, I keep getting it's 2 years from now or when you turn 20. So if you're already 20, it's 22. All right, let's see. Next person. Oh, my guys are saying just 3 more. Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's 5 after 11 and my brain explodes at 11:15. So we'll see. All right. Tammy Burns, any message for you? Okay, on your finances, the answer is no at the moment. You haven't worked them out the way you really need to, and you're still spending money in places. There's a blind spot. Starbucks, I heard it's something with an S. So you go to Starbucks every day and blow, I don't know, $10 on a coffee and a sandwich. They're saying you need to cut that down, that's an open hole or a place where you don't realize the money is leaking out. Once you do that, they're saying that everything will be fine, and you'll find that you have money for other things too. One of the things I want to suggest for you, there's oh my God, what's his name? Dave somebody or other. He's a financial guru. He has a radio show here in Phoenix. He's on what's the ultra-conservative right-wing radio station? That's the one he's on. But anyways, one of the things that he suggests for financial stuff is, okay, if you have a budget, all right, everything in cash, no credit cards, no debit cards. So if you're going to, we'll use Starbucks as an example. If you're going to cut down on that and you're going to go, instead of spending $100 a week there, you're going to make it 50. You put $50 in an envelope. And when you go to the Starbucks, you use that $50 bill. And when the envelope is empty, that's it, you stop. So that would, get you to stop doing that. And you can make envelopes for everything, all parts of it, and do everything in cash. Because that way you'll keep track of it and you'll know when it's gone. Because when you're using your ATM card or credit card, it's not really like you're spending the money. Gosh, what is his name? Dave? I can't remember, but if you put Dave Financial Guy, he's famous, and that's a good idea. So see what happens. All right, next person. Ella, welcome. Your card is going to be, all right, hold on a second. Oh, wow. Ella, stand your ground. There's a situation around you don't like and you're being quiet about it. Why? You need to stand up and fix it, because you know you're miserable. You know what's holding you back. Is it a relationship? No, actually, I think it's your job. That makes sense? Or do you need to leave your, oh yeah, I'm hearing yes on that. So it might be your job. I feel like you're ready to leave and you know it. So whatever that's worth. But that doesn't mean you're supposed to go around being mean to everyone. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to burn your bridge. But I really feel like you're kind of done there, and that you're going to find something new by April that's going to make you much happier. It might be, it's a different place, and I'm hearing it's like 2 levels up from where you are now. That makes any sense? Hopefully it does. All right, I'm hearing one more after this one. So Raquel, should you go through with the court? Well, my guide said no. That you know it's not going to work out, and that you're really looking for something better or something different. And that okay, I want you to look at why you're doing it. My guides are saying you're doing it just to piss off your ex, not that you really want to have the responsibility for custody. I do feel like, if I'm totally wrong on that, that you would, can she do? It's okay for you to do 50-50 custody. So if your court thing is to get full custody, but if it's to get 50-50, yes. And if you already have 50-50, you're done. I hope that makes sense. I do feel like that in, okay, they're giving me all sorts of dates in my head, but I want to say in 2 years, like 2023, you'll be able to go back and get full custody if I'm right about that. All right, one more, and then we will go call it a week. Jessica, hold on a second. This one. Again, if I skipped you accidentally because it was an accident, or if I didn't get to you because I ran out of time, I will be back on Thursday at 6:30, and I would urge you to come to that or go to my website. That's the best way to get more than a 30-second answer. Okay, so Jessica, your card is fertility. This is about a whole new stream of ideas that are coming into your consciousness, coming into your head this month. I feel like you're supposed to be almost walking around with a pad of paper to write these things down as they come to you, because I feel like you're going to take them all, and then in a year from now, like April 2022, you're going to use them in a new business or to create a new business that you're already doing. It's one of the two, but it's definitely a whole bunch of downloaded ideas that are coming your way. So keep listening. And I want to say that there might be a total of 6 of them. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, everyone, I am going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Don't forget to join me here Thursday night at 6:30. I'll be here doing the exact same thing. In the meanwhile, if something I said resonated or you have a question about it, you can find a way to communicate with me or book a reading with me on my website. It's bobthepsychic.com. All right, everyone, have a great day. Oh, one more thought on that. I'm doing my Zoom group reading next Tuesday night, a week from now. That's only 8 people. It's an hour long. You get about 10 minutes back and forth with me. That's a pretty economical way too to have me help you. So that's another idea. But anyways, I want to thank all of you for being here. I really appreciate it. I will see you all on Thursday at 6:30. All right, everyone, have a great day.